Look, there's a lot of influencers over here who are going to share a lot of bad news about the Canadian economy. So I thought I'll take some time to share some good news about the economy instead. So, number one, ever since Prime Minister Carney has taken over, Canadian stocks have done better than US stocks, believe it or not. All right. Even though we don't have Nvidia or AI startups on our stock exchange, our stock exchange is doing better than the US stock exchange. That's number one. Number two, this is not just, gold and energy, it's also other stocks. Shopify is doing pretty well, RBC is doing pretty well. We've got uranium companies that are doing pretty well. Brookfield is doing pretty well. There's a lot of well diversified performance in the stock market right now. Third, our interest rates are lower, in case you didn't know. So it's cheaper to get a mortgage over here than it is in the US. The mortgage rates are lower because Canada has a better interest rate right now because we're more credit worthy. Canada's credit rating is better than the US. We're on a triple A, while the US was cut to double A plus. Okay. Fourth, we are going out there and building relations while the US is destroying its relations. The US has destroyed every single trade partnership it had just in a few months. Mexico, Canada, China, even India. They're even pissing off the Indians right now. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Carney's gone out to Mexico, Indonesia. We're going to take away tariffs on EVs from China very soon. We're building relations with the rest of the world. And fourth, we're also attracting talent. Prime Minister Carney is already working on a H-1B replacement to attract those H-1B visa holders to Canada. We had a similar program under the Trudeau government, in case you didn't know. But like I said, we're going to have an updated version of it soon enough. So if you're worried about the Canadian economy, most likely you're worried about housing, and there's good news on that front as well. UBS published a report earlier this year saying that Toronto and Vancouver, the two biggest cities in the country, are no longer in bubble territory. You can see that right here. No longer a bubble, moderate risk of a bubble. This is based on 2024 data, by the way, and we know rents and prices have dropped further in 2025. We're already in October almost. So when the report comes out next year, when UBS has another report in 2026, we're going to be even lower on the bubble risk next year. So real estate's not in a bubble, stocks are doing great, trade is doing great. We've avoided a technical recession because GDP is not as bad as it was expected to be because of the tariffs. And the tariffs are not as bad as it was expected to be, right? We're moving into a phase where we're going to start renegotiating USMCA, which used to be called NAFTA a few years ago. So I would expect if there's a good outcome on that, things are just going to keep booming.